Interpreting Venn diagram cardinalities with two sets for a real-world situation. This is in the Arithmetic and Algebraic Review section of ALEX. A drug trial had 288 participants. So we know that we've got 288 total participants. A survey was taken to determine how many had nausea as a side effect and how many had anxiety as a side effect. The Venn diagram below shows the results. Each number gives the number of participants who fall into that Venn diagram category. So for those participants that had only nausea, we had 44, had only anxiety, 41, both anxiety and nausea was 101, and those that had no side effects at all were 102. So it's outside of the diagram. So outside means that they don't fall into either category. In other words, they had no side effects. Those that only had anxiety would only be in this circle. Those that only had nausea would only be in this circle. And where the circle overlaps indicates that they had both nausea and anxiety. So how many participants did not have nausea? So this is where we have to be careful. Those that did not have nausea. So all of the ones that had nausea fall into one of these two sections. These ones had nausea. These had both nausea and anxiety. So those that did not have nausea must be those that are outside of this circle. So those that only had anxiety and those that had no side effects whatsoever would be those that did not have nausea. So we would have to add 41 and 102, and we would get 143 participants that did not have nausea. The next question, how many of the participants had nausea or anxiety or both? So nausea or anxiety or both. So nausea was 44, just anxiety was 41, and both is 101. So if we have nausea or anxiety or both, that means that we need to combine all three of these. 41 plus 101 is 145. 145 plus 41 is 186. So we have 186 participants that had nausea or anxiety or both. And finally, C, how many of the participants had nausea but did not have anxiety? So those that had nausea but not anxiety. So only 44 had nausea but not anxiety.